All right, guys, another alt review preview where we look at the cards that just sold last night, Thursday night, January 9th. We're going to look at the top 30 or so cards that sold last night based on price. Basketball cards only. Then we're going to look at the Michael Jordan stuff that sold last night. Very slim pickings when it comes to the Jordan stuff that sold last night. And then we're going to preview. That's the preview portion of these videos. We're going to look at the cards that are listed for sale that you guys are eligible right now to go get on alt and go bid on, that will end next Thursday, January 16th. So you guys know what's up, what's out there, and you can go get your bids in. That's what today's video is about. It's going to start your Friday off right, bright and early. I'm heading out of town to Houston for some travel soccer, and very excited about it. But I did want to swing through the office and get this alt video out for you guys so you can keep your finger on the pulse of the hobby and the alt weekly auctions. Thanks for watching, guys. All right, guys, Bryan with Cajun Cardboard coming at you from the great state of Louisiana. Let's not waste any time. Let's get the thing going here. We're on alt. These auctions begin and end 14 days apart, Thursday to Thursday, but they skip a Thursday in between. There are always multiple auctions going at the same time, so you guys always have tons of options for bidding. Let's get started on the bottom row. We're going to work our way up to the big dogs, right to the top cards. Just like we do on Mondays. The first card we'll look at into 2020 Panini Prism Fast Break Neon Green LaMelo Ball. This one is serial number to only 5, and it sold last night in a PSA 9 for $2,101. We've been seeing a lot of these sell lately. It's the 2019 Gold Prism Giannis. We've seen a bunch of different years of Prism Giannis cards selling more than normal, like an exorbitant amount. I don't know if it's the same guy getting out of all of his Giannis Gold Prisms, but this is the 2019 Gold Prism. It's a BGS 9.5 Min Gem, and it sold for $23.18 last night. Next to that, we have the Anthony Davis True RPA. This is the 2012 National Treasures Anthony Davis rookie patch autograph. Remember, that year horizontal was the true. 199 was the true amount. There was no 99, unless I'm mistaken. Somebody correct me in the comments. This is a BGS 9 with a 10 for the autograph. Amazing patch, 2,490. This is a card that I want to look at for fear that it has sold for many magnitudes higher than this. I haven't looked at this yet, but we're about to look at it together. Last night, it does 2,490. As you can see, most of the Anthony Davis 199 Anthony Davis cards have, first of all, the one thing I'll notice is it's been graded like 250 times, which is pretty crazy since it's serial number to 199, but 137 have graded BGS 9. For whatever reason, PSA is just not the grading company of choice here. I wonder if there's a move to be made where you could cross over and just sell it because there's so few PSAs that maybe you can get a buyer to kind of bid and kind of bite on that. 2,490 last night. That's way up from the 1,575. That's way up from the 1,635. So I would have thought these would be down. I don't know why. I mean, it just doesn't look like the Lakers are going anywhere. That 2,490 last night on alt is a huge sale. Geez, that's the most all the way going back. Maybe what is that? 10, 12, something like that. More sales. Got to go all the way back to May of 2023 to find a $2,500 sale. That's crazy. Of course, if we keep getting back, if we can just get back to 2021, this is what I was worried about. Yeah, you're looking at a card that was consistently 5 figures, quite easily 5 figures repeatedly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 8 times, something like that. This Anthony Davis RPA sold for 5 figures. Not anymore, but that sale last night was actually a really good one. Kobe Bryant autograph, PSA 8 from 2019 Panini. This PSA 8 Kobe did 2,610. We've got an autographed, dual autograph, Magic and Bird from 2007 Upper Deck Premier Pairings. This is serial numbered to only 20. Two of the great legends of the game. It's a PSA 10. It is a Pop 1. This is the one and only. And there's Natalia down there telling us basketball cards are relatively flat this week. Over the last 90 days. But this Bird Magic card sold for $2,804. That doesn't sound like very much. I wonder how many Bird Magic dual autograph cards there are out there. It seems like that would be the go-to pairing. You know, maybe Jordan and Kobe, Jordan LeBron, Kobe LeBron. Magic Bird would be somewhere right after that. Kobe Shaq would be really cool, right? Next to that, we got a 2023 Optic Tatum Nebula Choice 1 of 1. Great looking image right there. 3,128 for that Nebula Jason Tatum. Another Nebula Jason Tatum. So what was this? This was the 2023 Nebula. This is the 2019 Nebula. This is Tatum's a 2017. That's right. 2017 is Tatum. Along with Fox and those folks. 2019 Donruss Optic Nebula Choice. So third year Tatum. Again, all these nebulas are going to be serial number to 1. 3,263. Anthony Edwards, rookie, flawless autograph, serial number to 25. PSA 9. Anthony Edwards has a very bad habit of his autograph being askew and kind of shaded over to the left. I see this quite often on the Anthony Davis cards. Not that I own any, but it's usually way off to the left, a little bit off center. 3271 for that flawless PSA 9, serial number to 25. Let's look at that because I know that card's sold before. Yeah, 3271. This is going to be ugly. Yeah, the card once sold for $10,000 in September just of last year. So really, that's not long ago at all. $10,000 all the way down to $3,000. Not good. Two $10,000 sales followed by basically 5, 34, and now 3271. So that's a card going in the wrong direction really fast. No Gem Mint copies of that card, by the way. Next to that, we got a Chet and John Morant. That's a weird pairing. 1010, BGS 1010. This card sold for $3,780. We've got a LeBron James go-to Topps Chrome flagship, now down to $4,000 for that Topps Chrome flagship base rookie card and a PSA 10. More Nebula. We saw the two Tatums. Now we're looking at the T-Mac. This is a T-Mac 2022 Prism PSA 8. And this card outsells the Jason Tatum. Should a T-Mac Nebula be outselling the Jason Tatum Nebulas? That's right. This is a Prism versus the Optic, so that's part of the deal here. So let's not compare apples and oranges. This is the Prism Nebula choice versus those two Tatums, I believe, were Optic Nebula choice, Optic choice Nebulas. PSA 8, serial number to 1, does 4,073. Paulo Banchero, serial number to 25 from 2022 flawless. This is a 3-color patch, and it does 4,146 in a PSA 9. Here's a card that tugs at my heartstrings because it reminds me of the Fast and Furious 12 months where I was collecting the entire PMG Red set, almost like a distant memory. It looks really weird, like it's like a really jacked up Chris Mullin here. This is supposed to be Chris Mullin, but his body looks all misshapen. His arms are cut off. The background covers the foreground. Again, LSD, dropping acid. I don't know what was happening with PMGs, but there was some chaos going on in the design of these things. But they're special nonetheless. The Chris Mullin only does 4357. To me, that seems really, really low. This is one of the more rare PSA graded, numerically graded copies out there. That seems really, really low to me. 4,357. The 8 does 8,400. The BGS, no, we don't have any sales. Geez, that's weird. I figured we'd have some more sales of that. But this seems really low to me. 4,357. If I recall from a video I did the other day, you know, like the David Robinsons and the Akeems are selling for maybe 10 grand, something like that. The Robins are selling for 20, 30 grand. This just seems really low for Chris Mullin, and I think he's one of the more rare PMG Reds, if I recall, from my PMG Red set chase endeavors. 2010 National Treasure Century Signature. Steph Curry, this serial number 49, PSA 1010, does 4,632. Let's look at this one. Never sold before, or at least not on according to Alt, so we can't find anything with that. 1,200, 1,600, 4,800 in BGS 9.5, so not to be surprised, a 3-to-1 premium here for PSA at least. We saw his cousin. We just saw the Tracy McGrady. If you want to pick up the pair of the cuz. And for those of you that don't know, Vince Carter and Tracy McGrady are cousins, both hailing from the great state of Florida, if I recall. The Vince Carter does 5,110 in the PSA 8. The Tracy McGrady did 4,073. Let me know what you think about that margin right there. Give me Vince all day long. 2003 Topps Chrome Refractor LeBron does $7,844. That's a card I don't want to look at because I know. Well, let's look at it. Let's just see where that's going. Still down. 78.44, down from 9, down from 9,300, down from 9, down from 8, not listed. 8, 84, 81, 74, 88, 98 unpaid. 73, 82, 73. So we know where it's at. Anywhere from 7 to 9. Probably likely depending on the centering for those PSA 9s, and they are not rare. There's a lot of those out there. There's a dual autograph and then a quad autograph. So the first is a dual autograph from 2024 Panini Immaculate, and it is Luka Doncic and Steph Curry. This is serial number 21. This is a 1 of 1. It does $9,000. Next to it, we have a Immaculate quad serial number to 10, which I think is cool. Let me show you why I think it's cool. I wish I could turn it on the screen for you, but I can't. I think it's cool because one of the autographs, none other than Dame Dalla, is in black. Now, it's not a great autograph. It looks like it's already starting to lose some of its luster. But this is number 10 out of 10 for the greatest point guards to ever do it. This would be fun to talk about where you would rank these point guards all time historically, right? But the Dame Lillard autograph is in black, and the other three are in a very noticeable, vibrant blue. So that's a really interesting. Maybe you like it, maybe you don't like that. Maybe you think it's an eyesore, maybe you think it draws attention and it adds to the card. PSA 9 Bird Magic does $13,204. 2023 Victor Orange Prism PSA 10 does $15,000. That's a pop 26, so over half of them graded Jim Mint. There you go, 26 have graded PSA 10. Only 3 have graded PSA 9. So that tells you they're pretty good quality control right there. This one's actually up. So after all my bitching and complaining and griping, you can see the Victor Wembanyama index, according to Alt, over the last 90 days is down with it. It looks like a little turn uptick here, but this card is very much up. 10-6, 11-7, 13-2, 15,000. Again, that's not going to be the highest. I assume it had been much higher than that, right? Nope. Maybe I'm wrong. Let's go back. Let's keep going. Yeah, 15,862, 17 unpaid, 15,862. So this looks like the second highest price ever paid for one of these 26 Orange Prism PSA 10s. Let me know what you think about Victor and his prices. We don't need to even talk about his play. He is a freak of nature, but we do need to talk about his prices and his cards and how many of them there are. And let me know what you think about that. That card looks to be on the uptick. Didn't think I'd be saying that. So I stand corrected on that. My prognostications have come back in question. Kobe Finest Gold Refractor. This is serial number 25, BGS 7.5. Amazing image of Kobe on that card. $17,400 for a Kobe 2002 Finest Gold Refractor. And then top row here, this is it. This is our big three. We're over 20,000 for all three of these cards. Of course, last week we had two cards over 100,000. And when we do the preview in a second, spoiler alert, you're about to see another LaMelo Ball card that's already over $100,000, people. What the hell is happening with LaMelo Ball stuff? But this is the Luka Doncic 2022 Crown Royale Kaboom Gold BGS 9.5. It's a pop 5. You can see every single one of these in existence now is a Gem Mint copy. So you've got 5 9.5s. You've got 5 PSA 10s. Now I assume, well, I shouldn't say that because it's possible that 4 of the 9.5s have been crossed to a PSA 10. I don't know. So it could only be 6 of them. But you get my drift. 11 have been graded, but there's only 10 in existence. So people are playing the grading game and the cross game. The PSA 10 last sold for $16,000. Yet the BGS 9.5 just sold last night for $21,192. So Interesting stuff. Interesting stuff. So nobody's playing the crossover game because the PSA 10 doesn't sell for over 20,000, but the BGS 9.5 last night did. So maybe there's just a big BGS fan. Maybe there's somebody out there that likes the gold on gold. Let me know what you think about this sale. That's a big boy sale right there. 21,000. That's 6,000, 5,000, 7,000 more, something like that than the last PSA 10 sale on Card Hobby. Interesting stuff. LeBron James, SP Signature Edition Gold, 9.5, 10 for the autograph. These were serial numbered to 50 because it's the gold parallel, right? So here we go, 30,000 last night. Huge bounce back sale right there from this sale in 2022 of 24,000. So a LeBron card that's up over the last 2 years. Rare indeed. Of course, we know this card sold for $82,000 back in 2021. So we've still got a long way to go to get back to 2021 prices for LeBron. And then here we go again. LeBron at the top. Number one card, a Topps Chrome Refractor. LeBron James, BGS 10. So let this sink in. PSA 10 base LeBron Topps Chrome rookies were selling for $45,000 at one point in 2021. You heard me correct. The pop 4,000, 5,000, whatever, base PSA 10s were selling for $45,000. Now a BGS 10 refractor sells for $31,574. This is a Pop 31. Shout out Reggie Miller. Pop 31 compared to the Chrome base, which is, I think it's like Pop 4,000 something. I might be wrong on that. Somebody can fact check me, right? There are 4 black labels, but damn, that's about as good as it gets. $31,000 is up from the last sale of $31,200, which is up from $27,000, which is a little bit down from $32,000. So it's interesting to see. If we got back to 2021 on this card, I have a feeling we're going to see something horrific and violent. Yeah, $144,000 at one point, $180,000, $216,000, $300,000. $300,000 someone paid for this card. Why don't we just go with a 10-to-1 discount? The card is now 1/10 of that $300,000 sale in 2021. Somebody put the cart in front of the horse, or the horse in front of the cart. No, which one is it? The cart in front of the horse back in 2021. Jumped the guns. They needed to pump their jets a little bit. That is a frightening. I fear for folks like that. Hopefully they had FU money and they don't care as much as I would. If I bought a card for $300,000 and sold it for $30,000, I might look for the nearest bridge. That is scary to think about, but maybe now is the greatest time possible to buy LeBron James in the wake of me getting out of all of my LeBron James. So as usual, LeBron James has been my worst investment in my hobby career. LeBron at the top, LeBron, Doncic, Kobe, Victor, Bird Magic, Quad that had an interesting story, Luka and Curry, and then LeBron. All right, what about the Jordan stuff that sold last night? Like I said, guys, I told you, slim pickings. Look, we'll start at the bottom. SGC 9, 1990 Fleer, bleh, yuck, $24, okay. There's a place for every card in the hobby, I'll say that. 96 Upper Deck, The Shot, 22,000 gold, Michael Jordan. I don't think this is the shot. I think the shot was the shot he hit against Cleveland, but he's got a lot of the shots. He also has a the shot against the Utah Jazz where he sent those clowns packing. This is serial number to the low number of $10,000, and it is a beautiful SGC 7. $41 for that one right there. Shout out Dirk. 1995 Ultra Gold Medallion. Love this card. Look at this card right here, guys. It's only a PSA 7. The card is very hard to grade. The surface is always an issue. If we zoomed in close, I could probably show you that's probably why that card got a PSA 7. It's a card that hovers 60, 70, 80, $100, something like that. It just depends on the quality of the 7, probably the age of the label. But you're looking at a card that's been as high as what, 116, 115, 114, but as low as 70. So this card goes right in the middle. Not a surprise. Again, in PSA 10, yeah, man, you're talking about a $5,000, $6,000, $7,000 card. You just are. It's a Pop 26. But in PSA 7, there's plenty of them. The card's not rare. That's the gold medallion. It's the platinum, right? The big brother that would really bring in the dollars. That platinum family obviously exceeds, and the pack odds are significantly more rare. And oftentimes the platinums are serial numbered, not always, but sometimes. 1985, old PSA label on this Nike promo. This is a PSA 8, and it does 863. That is a high pop card with many thousands graded higher, and this card did 863. It's a little bit, it's 849, 59, 11, 863. Nothing really to write home about, but a great card, a great addition to anybody's collection, even in a PSA 8. I love it. I love that card. I love everything it stands for. It's really cool. Not a pack pulled card, but a Jordan card that is a must-have for any true Jordan collector out there. All right, what about the preview? Let's look at the cards that we can go bid on. We'll start at the top and work our way down on this one. We'll go through about 10 or 15. Again, like I said, the aforementioned LaMelo Ball, he is taking more shots than any player I've ever seen in my life. Every time I look at the box score, his threes are like 5 for 19. So crazy numbers like that. Taking 30 shots in a game. A lot of crazy, chaotic games, crazy box scores. He's putting up the aggregate numbers, but are people watching to see how he's putting up these numbers? It's not exactly efficient. We'll leave it at that. This has a nice little tag here that says LaMelo Ball's best card in existence. That is an opinion that the folks at Alt share. I don't know if it is or not. I know that we just saw one sell for 100,000 plus. Obviously, this is pre-buyer's premium, so this is going to go way higher than 121. We know that, right? Because buyer's premium is not calculated in yet. I would say his black 1 of 1 is certainly in the conversation. It just depends on whatever floats your boat. This is the National Treasures Logo Man rookie patch auto 1 of 1 with a perfect autograph of LaMelo Ball. Man, this is a big card. His cards are on the uptick. So interesting right there. That's just a lot of money. I don't know what else to say, but if you're in the bidding for that card, let us know, man. It's exciting to kind of know what's going on, who's chasing it. Somebody is looking to be the best LaMelo Ball collector in the world, for better or worse. Next to that, we got a Tatum Gold Prism, 2017. Tatum, serial number to 10. This BGS 9 is at 42,500. A true RPA, De'Aaron Fox. Is he going to get traded? Are they going to give up on this Sacramento Kings roster as currently constructed? He's obviously the most valuable piece on the roster along with Sabonis, but I would say Fox is the most valuable piece on that roster, even though Sabonis is a stud and a multiple All-Star. But this is Fox's true RPA, and it is a PSA 10, no grade for the auto. That's at $39.75 with 12 bids right now. A Jordan rookie 8.5, a Star Swatch Signatures Paolo Banchero PSA 10. That's a big card, and that is the Ruby parallel, serial number to only 15. And Anthony Edwards, not rookie, but an Anthony Edwards gold, true flat gold prism, serial number to 10, PSA 10. Not many of those floating around. A Vince Carter, OG 2012 gold Vince Carter, SGC 9.5 at 3,100 and counting. A Luka Doncic rookie immaculate collection, RPA, serial number to the 99. So the true RPA, 8.5. It must have a 10 for the auto on the back. You can always zoom in here and can we? Yeah, can we look at the back? There it is. There's your 10 for the auto up there. Okay, so this card is a 8.5, 10 true RPA Doncic. The Precious Metal PSA 9. It's a big card. People don't know this. The pop on this card is very low. So this is the precursor to the precious metal gems, the PMGs that you hear everybody talking about, the tier 1 Jordan cards, the tier 1 everybody cards, right? The Chris Mullin that we just looked at is a 1997 PMG red. Well, in 1996, they did not have precious metal gems, but what they did have was something that you see on your screen here called the precious metal. And this is a rare card. This is a Michael Jordan hierarchy card. And as you can see, there's only 25 of these graded in PSA 9. That's going to bring some studs out of the woodwork to bid on this. Add up all of these pops. It's not much more than 100, 150, something like that total that have been graded. That lets you know that these precious metal parallels were very, very rare. These are very rare Michael Jordan cards. 25 PSA 9s with 10 PSA 10s out there. I wonder if it'll give us the sales history for the 10s. No, it won't. Okay. Oh, well, but that's what it looks like. It looks different. Normally, it would be kind of a gray in the background. That one's a precious metal, so it's a little bit different background. That's how you know it's the parallel. Steph Curry, 2010 National Treasures Colossal Materials autograph card. That's a PSA 10 also. Serial number to only 12. The white Victor Wembanyama, not white sparkle, but white. I like that. I like the white refractors. They used to have them way back in the day when I was collecting. Now they got them back. These are serial number to 175. I call it a color match. It's not really. They're black and silver, but it looks kind of like a color match to me. I think it's a great looking card. That card's already got 13 bids at $23.88 pre-BP. How about a Ben Simmons, Joel Embiid? Okay, that's not great timing, but that is a huge card. If you're a Sixers collector or if you're an Embiid collector, I don't think there are any Ben Simmons collectors left in the world. Maybe I'm wrong. I apologize if there are. But this is a dual logo man for two guys who just can't get on the freaking basketball court. Nebula Choice. We just saw the Nebula Choice T-Mac. We saw the Nebula Choice Prism Vince Carter. Now we're looking at the Nebula Choice De'Aaron Fox with a really good image. This is a really big card for De'Aaron Fox collectors out there, and there are some really great ones out there. De'Aaron Fox is a hell of a player. We need to get him out of prison in Sacramento. No offense to my Sacramento friends, but we got to get him out of there, man. We got to get the dude out of there. 2015 Gold Prism Authentics is a 2015 Gold Prism Giannis. That's pretty rare. I don't see very many of these. That authentic copy, I wonder if you should get, I wonder why that's not numerically graded. It doesn't look bad. The centering doesn't look, is there some kind of scratch or indentation that would give it a 4 or 5 or a 6 or something? The centering top to bottom looks fine. Left to right is not terrible. It's almost, dare I say, 10 worthy, 9 for sure, but you never know. You might be able to sneak a 10 with a 55, 45, 60, 40. Wow, that's interesting. Seems like I would crack that right away and try to grade that card. Maybe there's something wrong with the back of it. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander just most recently lost a duel with the Cleveland Cavaliers and Donovan Mitchell and those folks, but it was Ty Jerome who was the hero in that game, believe it or not Donovan Mitchell, who had an awful game. Cavs and Thunder battling for the best record in the NBA right now. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander right there in the MVP conversation, if not at the top, just depending on what day you look at the Vegas odds. This is his Sensational Signatures Mojo Prism, serial number to 25, PSA 9. More SGA, thick black Sharpie on this bad boy right here. This is a Choice Black Gold, serial number to 8, SGA right there. One off his jersey, number 2. Number 3 out of 8. Another LaMelo Ball, the green shimmer, serial numbered to, maybe it's not serial numbered. I don't know enough about the Contenders product or the green shimmers within, but that is a autograph, rookie autograph. And then a 2020 Tyrese Halliburton vertical patch auto PSA 10, more LaMelo Ball, the Contenders optic autograph blue, serial number to 49. We got a Steph Curry black 1 of 1 from Prism Deca. People love this Prism Deca product. It came out. I wonder why they liked it. Oh yeah, that's right. It looked like the original Prism 2012. So of course they liked it because everybody loves 2012 Prism. This is the black Deca Brilliance insert 1 of 1 Steph Curry that has a nice PSA 10 label to go with it. A little bonus there. Peacock Choice. I don't know much about Peacock Choice, but apparently they're pretty rare from what I've heard. Maybe case hits. I don't know. 2020 Mosaic. PSA 10 Anthony Edwards rookie Peacock Choice right there. In the last row, we'll go with another SGA. This looks like the ho-hum ball high variation PSA 10 rookie auto, the Luka Doncic. This is a rookie auto too, up and coming from 2018 Panini Contenders optic. And then a Mosaic, micro Mosaic, which I don't know anything about, but people kind of rave about these bad boys right here. This is a PSA 10 copy. That makes it a pop 9, so it doesn't sound like there's very many of these out there. I want to look at it because I feel like there's like little, yeah, so it's just like a little puzzle piece mosaic looking thing. Pretty cool looking card right there. Big headshot of Victor Wembanyama with the Nike swoosh on his jerseys. That's it, guys. The end of the story. We've done the review. We've done the preview. Get out there. Go bid. Go chase some of these cards. If you're a LaMelo Ball fan, wow, we've got some great eye candy to watch. This auction, again, ends 6 days from now, next Thursday, January 19th. If you're not on alt, get on alt. It's real easy. alt.xyz. Go find it, go bid, mark it on your calendars. These auctions end every Thursday night, and then every Friday morning, you get to start your weekend off a little bit early with one of these preview videos from Cajun Cardboard's YouTube channel. So thank you guys again for watching. I hope you have a fantastic weekend. I'll be in Houston watching some hopefully high-level soccer from my youngest, my 10-year-old, and hope for the best. Of course, as sports parents know, dad's more nervous than son. Son's nervous, but dad's way more nervous than son because this is his first exposure to playing big boy soccer against some MLS Next teams. So we'll see how he fares fairs against a hotbed. Texas is a hotbed of youth soccer right now, specifically Dallas and North Dallas, but Houston as well. Some amazing players over there. So we'll take our little Louisiana kids. We'll put a roster together and go over there and see how we do. And I'll keep you posted next week, so you guys know how Louisiana soccer fared against this is David and Goliath. So we'll see how they do. Thank you guys for watching. Keep collecting. Stay positive in the hobby. Have a great weekend, and peace.